Alright. I'm pretty sure we've all had once in our lifetime someone who changes on you, or someone who changes on you. The quote today is the only completely consistent people are dead. Which this basically means is the dead people only stay consistent because they're dead, so they just like lay in the ground and do nothing and they don't change up. Personally, in my experiences, I've had a lot of people in my lifetime who like change up on me, like such as friends. You know, in high school you hung out with one crowd, and the next year was like completely different. They were with another crowd. It's because people change up their way of thinking and their principles. I have another example. One time I had a dedicated coach, and he was very dedicated. He put 100% effort in our baseball team, and I had him more than multiple times throughout the years. But one time he just like switched up. He found out that his work was more important, so he left baseball. And his son, which is the same age as mine, which is the same age as me, was a good friend of mine. He was very sad because his dad switched up his family his way of family life to work life, and that's when people switch up on you. So I believe it's important to try to stay as consistent as you can. Be true to yourself. Don't switch up a good person to a bad person. And that's why we should all try and stay consistent, just like dead people.
All right, Adrian, the attention device was a little bit odd. Your thesis statement seems kind of forced. It's basically, just an interpretation of the topic, which is fine, but I'm not sure what the point is that you're going to be getting to. It needs to be sharper. There's no preview of what the content is. You've basically got two examples that's not really very structured, and your second example, you were talking about the coach, for instance, and I could not tell what happened with the coach, what change there was, what the negative consequence was. You make a reference to it, but not provide any explanation about what the events were or how the incident illustrates what it is that you're talking about. So I think that the material doesn't really develop very well. On the presentation, we can hear you pretty well, and I thought that your energy level was fine for the most part. There are a few hesitancies. There's kind of an odd rhythm to the way you're delivering material. Your gestures are limited because you have the quote in your hand, and you also tend to look down at the quote quite a bit as if something is going to appear there and inspire you to say something more. I just think that you need to get the quote code out of your hand after you've gotten through the introduction because it becomes a distraction for you. Your posture's okay. I didn't see any obvious anxiety issues except for, like I said, the lack of gestures and your tendency to look down quite a bit. You came back to the point that you're trying to make it a little bit clearer here. It's still an awkwardly expressed idea, but kind of fun the way you said it. All right, thank you.